Hello and welcome to Aviation 101 with Laura. Today I am here to share, I have a good friend who is an aviation medical examiner and shared some advice with me on how to not fail or how to pass your flight medical. This will help you as you're getting ready to start your flight training journey. This video is sponsored, I'm really excited, by listener.io, and there's going to be more about that in the video, so stay tuned. First off, how to pass your flight medical. The FAA likes forms, and you have to fill out the right form. So you go online, there's going to be links in the video description, fill out your MedExpress form on FAA website, and then you have to bring your confirmation number to your appointment with your aviation medical examiner, or AME. If you don't bring your form, your number, confirmation number, there won't be a medical appointment, and that's it. You'll have to go back in the queue and get scheduled again. So that's number one. Make sure you bring your form. Number two, this is pretty simple. You want to get the right prescription for your eyes set up before you go to your medical, because they're going to test your vision. And if you don't bring your glasses, contacts along to use them in the exam, you're very likely to not pass. And that's a really silly reason to not pass your medical exam. So go see the eye doctor and then bring your glasses, contacts with you to your appointment with the AME. Please do this. This next one was a little surprising when the AME shared it with me, but this AME has experienced people trying to apply for a medical, and they fill out the MedExpress form, but on the MedExpress form, they fill it out differently than the first time that they fill it out, and they leave off things that they put on the form the first time. And when the AME digs into this, it's revealed by the applicant that they filled out the form again to try to what I would call unreport something that they didn't want to report the first time. So that does not work, because the aviation medical examiner, this is all linked in the FAA's database. You cannot just fill out MedExpress again to unreport something you didn't really want to tell the FAA about. Once you tell the FAA, you've told the FAA. So if the FAA told you, no, your medical is deferred, you need to go get more documentation, we would like to help you get the medical, but you haven't got the documentation yet. If you try to refill out MedExpress to unreport that thing you reported that was going to require more documentation, is not going to work, because that medical examiner, let's say you tried it with a different medical examiner, which people have tried, that new medical examiner you're trying to see is just going to have to defer your medical again. The FAA system requires them to send the paperwork back. You can't even say, well, really, that wasn't a big deal. I didn't mean to report that, so I'm trying to unreport it by not putting it on the form. No, it doesn't work that way. So yeah, something you're trying to hide, I mean, substance abuse or a prior diagnosis, not going to work. All right, another way you want to pass your flight medical is take care of yourself with your own mental health. But we also want to not report things that we don't have to report. So, example, you get mental health help through some counseling, you're dealing with a rough time, and you go to fill out your MedExpress form, and item 19 asks about visits to medical professionals. So here's the deal though, the FAA's own medical examiner guide says don't report this on counseling visits. So don't report your counseling visits on the MedExpress form unless they were related to personal substance abuse or psychiatric conditions. Now, this is really important. I want people to get the help they need. And I have another video about should I report counseling or what if I need counseling and I'm a pilot. There's this horrible stigma around pilots getting counseling. I hear it from students. They're worried about this. what do I do if I don't feel like I am myself? I want to get some counseling, I want to talk to somebody, but I'm like, oh, I'm paranoid. They're paranoid. They don't want to tell the FAA. Well, number one, item 19 says don't report. But number two, I'm excited to talk about a service that's sponsoring this video. It's called listener.io. And they have a specific to pilot counseling service that's fully online. Again, like I just said, there's no reporting their counseling services to the FAA on item 19. And you can choose to do camera on your sessions. You can use Zoom, Discord. It's a one-on-one session with you and a trained counselor. And yeah, it's not reportable. And so as an added incentive to try it, maybe you're feeling worried about something in your life, you want to get some help, you want to try out their service. Bonus, if you use the code Laura, just my name, Laura, like that on the screen, you get 50% off your first counseling session. And again, so I am excited about this. I'm going to be unpacking it a little bit more, hopefully in a future video. So stay tuned for that. So going on with how to pass your flight medical, let's talk about being consistent. Another thing, so if you go in multiple years, like I've been going in multiple years for my pilot medicals, I am consistent with what I'm telling the medical examiner. Year over year, if I have an issue that I reported, that issue has been the same over time, and I get asked questions, I'm going to be consistent with explaining what's going on with my condition. Like, for example, I have reported that I have seasonal allergies. I use a nasal spray that is approved FAA medication. And so when I'm filling out the form and it has a question like, do you have allergies or something, I always put previously reported, no change if I haven't had any change. So like if you, this is not me, but if you have sleep apnea, make sure you put that every year. That way the AME can get you approved correctly for the items that they can take care of in their office. So yeah, like don't just be inconsistent because that triggers things for additional reporting. And lastly with this, you want to make sure that you are ready to give a urine sample. Okay, you can't hide something by not being able to urinate when you come in for the flight medical exam. So, you know, drink enough water, but don't drink so much that you're going to explode, but drink enough water. Be ready to give that urine sample. So thanks again to Listener for sponsoring this video. You can use their website to seek support with complete peace of mind. Again, not reportable, line 19 on the MedExpress form. And don't forget, check them out. Use that code Laura for a 50% off your first referral. And I hope you guys check them out and stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'm going to have more videos coming in the near future.